All right. Look at there, look at there, look at there. We're going live. We're going live right now. Ladies and gentlemen, it is 9 o'clock and we are about to have ourselves a good time. We're going to be talking about some good information that everybody needs to know about. That's what we do here. And for those of you who are new, my name is Brian, aka Uncle B, and for the last 20 years, I've been a men's performance coach with African Fly. And got to talk about the foods that we eat. We got to talk about erectile dysfunction. We got to get as many guys taken care of, not having issues as possible. So, just to make sure that you can hear me, if you're live, go ahead, hop into the chat room. Just say where you're from. Give me a shout out. Let me know what's going on. Let me know that you're live out there. We are going to have ourselves a good time as we always do. Shout out to that Nephew Nation. Shout out to the Uptown Uncles. Today, we are going to get into it. As always, if you got questions, go ahead, pop those into the chat section and we'll go through, give the information out and make sure that you're getting all the information that you can. And then I'm going to hop into the questions because you guys always come with some straight up fire questions. Shout out to Saeed Ali from Pakistan. What's going on? Curtis, I'm eating a lot of pomegranate. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Arizona in the house. How's that election going? Woo, 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 woo. It's tight over there. Good evening, Philip. What's going on with you? What's going on, Otis? Queens, New York. Queens in the house. All right. Loving it. Love it. Cedar Hill, Texas. Representing Maple Grove, Minnesota. I love it. What's going on with you, Alan? South Africa in the house. South Carolina. From South Africa to South Carolina. That's how we do it. Hey, I'm glad to have every one of you on here. We are going to go ahead and hop into it. First of all, as always, got to say thanks to my staff, the people who are behind the scenes, who are helping out, making sure that this goes well, that we get all the information to you in a straightforward manner. And one thing I'm going to ask us to do, we're going to do something just a little bit different. You know, we ask you questions, guys. If you could, if you feel comfortable, if you could put your age in there. The reason why I'm asking that is because it gives me a little bit more information to help out with and giving you the correct answers, because age does have obviously a huge difference in different people's sex lives. So we're going to get all of that taken care of. So what we're talking about today are the top foods to eat for erectile dysfunction. It's very important that we get all of that. What's going on with your roots? Hey, what's going on, Mike, Alvin, Philip, Bar, 44, 45, 40's in the house. 49, I'm 49, I feel you. What's going on, Tim, 41, all right. DC in the house, all right. Right around the corner from here. 58, all right. What's going on, Alfonso? So yeah, we're talking about the foods to eat to help you prevent erectile dysfunction. I've talked about this before, but I'm going to go a little bit deeper than I did in the video because we had less time. I'm not going to go overboard with it. Damon, 49. All right. I feel you. Otis, 56, 38 in the house. What's going on with you? They can't say your name, sir, as the way I would like to. I know you got an accent going with that. I wish I could. What's going on, Carlos? What's up? What's up? All right. So, when we're talking about, what I'm going to talk about today is basically breaking down the foods that you should eat. And I'm going to go a little bit deeper in terms of what happens when the food goes inside of you. So that way you have a better understanding of why these foods work. And I'm going to give you a couple of things you can do to help improve the absorption into your body. As always, shout out to the Nephew Nation and my Uptown Uncles, the Nephew Nation, the people, my brothers out there who got their mind is open to get this information and to execute, and my Uptown Uncles, the guys who got that experience, who are going to share that experience, whether it's good or it's bad. That's the way that we learn. So let's get into it. So, and as always, if you haven't done so, please go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Check out AfricanFly.com. That's where, we have African Fly. But right now we're going to get into some fire information for you. And that's talking about how food turns into you. A lot of times we don't go through that thought process. A lot of people haven't learned this way. They're just like, oh, you just eat and boom, that's it. But obviously there's a process that happens, and basically the way it works, your body, inside of your body, from the rooty to the tooty, that whole tube, the stomach and large intestine, small intestines, all the way till it comes out, is basically a tube. It's like a garden hose. You can just take something and roll it all the way through like you do with a penny, when you're a kid, or you knew somebody who ate a penny, you just wait till it comes out. That's what happens. So when it comes to how your body absorbs it, once it goes in, of course you chew it, you got saliva that helps break it down, your tongue helps move it down your throat, and it starts the process. All the way down through there are basically, is parts of your body is trying to get it going through the tube. You have this long tube, it's going through into the rest of your body. So it's important to understand that, because once the food hits your stomach, you get the stomach acid in there, it's burning off the stuff that's not good for you. But what gets left, what goes into your large intestines and small intestines, is where the food gets broken down. Inside your large and small intestines, there are hundreds of trillions of fungi, gut bacteria, viruses, basically hundreds of trillions actually. And basically what they're doing, they're breaking down the food and turning it into you. And they ferment the food and they're making it into waste. So what happens with that waste? 86% of your wind bag, 86% of it is coming out in the form of breath. So yeah, a lot of people think you lose weight by sweating or taking a dump or pissing. Nope. It's mainly coming out through your breath. You're breathing all day, every day. That's how your body works. And so what's left over is you. And so that's how it works. So when it comes to the reason why we're talking about these particular foods is because your body optimally works off of plant bacteria. You put enough plant bacteria inside of there, your body already knows what to do. For thousands of years, we exist basically, our ancestors existed mostly on plant-based. You keep on hearing hunter-gatherer is more gathering than hunting, because it's easier to pick a fruit than it is to kill an animal. It's just that simple. So, and if you have a whole bunch of fiberless food, which is meat, which is Doritos, which is a lot of the dead food, then you're going to get bad gut bacteria. You eat the plant, you're going to get good bacteria. You eat the meat and things like that, the Cheetos, bad gut bacteria, and it's turning you into you. That's what's happening. That's what the process is. So you need to have a healthy diversity in your gut bacteria. This is all a lot of new science. Probably didn't hear about any of this in school. We're talking about within the last 10 years. This is really taken off. So now let's get into what is happening with your body when it starts breaking down. While these foods are specific that I'm going to talk about to ED, eating whole plants regardless helps. And I want to make sure I'm clear with this, because we released a video earlier today. We always do that Thursdays, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, released a video. And so there's some guys who left some comments, and, and one of those questions really came back to, hey, the seasons are changing. Watermelon is not going to be around. What are the foods that you can eat? And it still comes back down to the same thing. It's plant-based food. The more plant-based food that you get, it has all amino acids. It's going to turn into you. It's going to be healthy for you. And also, I'm talking to guys all over the world. Shout out once again